Yo, what's up, Malcolm Kelner? How are you, man?
I'm great. It's good to be here. Thanks for having me.
Yeah. We've been trying to make this work for a while. You were out in Minnesota recently?
I was kicked out of my apartment for mold remediation.
Okay.
So, yeah, they told me I had to leave for 3 weeks, and I decided to go back home to Minnesota to stay with my parents. So, yeah, and kept the money that I was supposed to be spending on a hotel. So it actually worked out.
Fuck yeah, dude.
But I'm back now.
You're back in LA.
Yes.
You're hitting the scene. So we met briefly at the Hollywood Improv Lab, I believe.
Yeah. For that.
Josh Edelman.
The Al Lubell
documentary. Yeah. Mentally Al. That was a documentary. That was a really good documentary, actually.
Yeah, it was really fascinating. Yeah, it was funny, sad. It was, watch Mentally Al if you haven't.
Yeah, by Josh Edelman.
Josh Edelman, yeah.
He's
great.
a fucking crazy, fucking great, director. That's the word I'm looking for, producer, director.
And a great comic.
So. And a great comic, yeah. So that's where we met. I think Nick Linsmeyer introduced me to you.
Yeah. Yeah, Nick's a good guy. He's also from Minnesota. Yeah. We actually didn't know each other until here in LA. But found out we went to like rival high schools. So
okay, awesome. Small world.
Yeah.
That's a really small world. Yeah. So yeah, we met there. So you grew up in Minnesota. How was that like, man?
It was good. I liked it. Minnesota was, I thought.
Were the headphones too loud? Is that why you
No,
think?
it was
Mine were way loud.
I saw you weren't wearing yours, so I just
could you
wanted
turn
to
mine down a little bit?
match you.
Like no, the headphone audio. Yeah, that shit was way loud on my end. That's why I had to take it off in midway.
Do you keep them on throughout?
Usually I can't hear myself at all anymore, but usually I just do whatever the guest does. But if we're doing this,
well, I'll do whatever you do. So you make the choice, and I'll follow it.
No, it's all good.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yes, Minnesota. It was. I think I had a good childhood there. It was a good place to grow up. Very cold, but we lived with it, and went to people think of Minnesota as just like, oh, it's just farmland. There's nothing happening there. There's actually a lot happening there. We're one of the few cities with all 4 major sports teams. We got that. We got the Mall of America, the biggest mall in the country.
Yeah.
And there's always, a lot going on there. So, very diverse. I grew up outside of Minneapolis, which was, grew up around
Lakers.
Yeah, the original home of the Lakers, which not a lot of supposedly, Lakers fans even know about the origins of the team.
I'm not even a fucking Lakers fan. I've lived in LA all my life. I don't give 2 shits about the Lakers, but I did know that fact.
Yes, and not enough people know that. But original home of the Lakers, now sadly the home of the Timberwolves. But they're in the playoff picture this year, so we'll see what happens. But nothing but love for Minnesota. But I love LA too.
Yeah.
So,
what made you start doing stand-up, man?
So I had moved here to pursue kind of like acting and writing.
Yeah.
And I was doing that, but then I was actually kind of seeing a girl who was a comedian, and I was going to a few of her shows, and I was just like, she was pretty funny, but I would see she'd be in some shows, or I'd see people, I'm like, all right, I could do this. And like, no disrespect to anyone, but I was like, all right, I should be doing this. And started doing it. And so been doing that like a few years. I feel like I'm a better actor, I guess, than a comedian to this point. But I love doing both, and we'll see where it takes me. But
yeah, I've seen your skits on Instagram and stuff. You do a really great job, and you have your own skit show on YouTube, Being Malcolm, is that what it's called?
Yeah, Making Malcolm.
Making Malcolm.
Yeah. So it was a web series that was just 2 episodes. We might do a third and final episode, but so just 2 episodes of this kind of thing that each one's 12, 13 minutes, like a narrative thing about a story of a guy trying to make it in LA, kind of an exaggerated version of myself.
Okay.
So
you and I are both wearing purple hoodies.
Oh, we are.
Yeah,
I did
my
not.
bad. I know I kind of just jumped into the podcast. I didn't even get a chance for you to fucking settle down.
We're
even
good. We're
take a piss.
Yeah, no,
You're still
I'm all
dripping
set.
piss from your dick right now.
That's right. Just full, very wet chair right now. I'm all good. I'm all settled in.
You're all settled in?
Yes.
Yeah. I'm rushing everything because
No,
like
it's
I
all
thought
good.
we had clients after this, but that's why I was like, bro, you got to get here at like 6:15 on the dot. But you're all fucking solid.
Good to hear.
Yeah. So you just got off work at 6?
Yeah, working from home, my day job till 6, and rushed over here, and yeah, made it. So
Hell yeah, man. I'm really glad you made it. We've been trying to make this happen for a bit.
yeah, and thank you for accommodating my weird schedule the past month and
No, you're all
getting
good,
kicked
man.
getting kicked out of LA. So with the
So,
mold stuff.
Initially, when you grew up from Minnesota, when did you come to LA for the first time?
Yeah, so I moved here in 2017. So it was about 4.5 years ago. I moved here so I went to college out in Boston. This school actually that I'm wearing, Emerson.
Okay, Emerson.
In Boston, was there until graduating in 2016. Then moved back, was there in Boston a little bit, came back to Minnesota for a little bit, then moved here from there. So drove out from Minnesota to
Yeah.
California. So that was interesting. But so been here like 4.5 years. So
That's awesome, man.
yeah, and you grew up here though, right?
Yeah, born and raised
You're a
here,
native.
man.
Yeah.
Native, yeah. You know, that day when we met at the Hollywood, I wasn't even supposed to be there because I'm under 21.
Oh, right.
Yeah. So
You have a
there-
little fake ID for
No, I didn't
comedy?
even have a fake ID. Like what I did was that I just got a fake wristband.
Oh,
And I just
okay.
walked in with Edelman, so they didn't really like give a shit.
Okay, nice.
Yeah.
nice.
Were you a fan of Al Lubell? Like,
I honestly had not heard of Al Lubell
Okay.
before the documentary, but then I saw it, and and I'm certainly a fan now. But no, I had not heard of him.
yeah, he has a very unique style. Yeah.
Right, yeah, very, very unique, and yeah, I think he's super funny, and like should obviously be way more famous than he is.
Yeah.
But yeah, people should watch that documentary, and hopefully his story has not yet been written. So.
Yeah. Because like, I don't know. This is completely random. It just popped up in my
Yeah.
head. But your homie Thin Pin, Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Oh yeah, Eli. Yes, he's also another friend from Minnesota.
Oh wow, yeah.
I grew up together with him, and yeah, he was on Curb, and Eli Leonard. It's very funny. You should all check him out. And his stock is on the rise for sure.
Okay.
So.
Yeah. I met him at the Jur Bar, I think. Like it was like a K-Town comedy thing. He's a really cool dude.
Have you seen his stand-up?
I haven't seen his stand-up, but when
Okay.
we were talking, he was talking about his Curb Your Enthusiasm, and then he was like, I was talking about it. He's like, "Oh, don't watch the show," or don't watch the show, don't do that.
Yeah,
And I was-
something he would say.
Yeah. So I was really confused. I'm like, bro, you're with Larry David. You're putting a pin on him and stuff.
Yeah, no, you should definitely watch it. And
Yeah.
And no, that's something he would say. But yeah, Eli's funny, and his episode was great.
What happened? Yeah, you good, bro? What happened?
Shit.
So you good? You good?
Yeah, my bad about that.
So
What's your name?
What's up, Malcolm?
Malcolm?
Yeah.
Tony, man. Nice to
Tony,
meet you, bro.
you too.
It's crazy. Bright ass fucking light, bro. Shit. Shit, you been
Is it-
staying. Your eyes been okay in front of this shit?
I've been all right.
Fuck, dude.
Is something we have some technical difficulties?
No, I mean. Sorry about that. Man. That was a technical difficulty right there, man. But hey, man, you try to buy some weed, bro?
I'm okay for now, but thank you. Maybe after the show, we.
Bro, all right. I know I'm in front of camera and shit, but like I'm selling weed for that homie, bro. And I'm supposed to come like $240 a day, bro.
Okay.
And I need to sell this last 8th, bro. But if not, he's gonna tax me, bro. I'm playing with you.
Okay. Okay. I said what? It's like it's like what is happening?
Malcolm
This
Mike
is-
was so confused, bro.
God, that's
His whole fucking face. He was
I was very unsure how to react. Wow.
yeah, bro, it's all good. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you for being cool.
Yeah. No. Thank you.
No, yeah. 'Cause I was really trying to. We had a code word called "Don't watch this show," so that's why I had to jam in that self Eli thing.
Oh.
I was
Okay.
like, yeah, don't watch this show.
Oh.
don't
Got it. Got it. Okay.
Yeah, I know there's like a
Damn.
weird energy in the building that happens.
No. That was good. You got me. You for sure got me.
Fucking Malcolm, bro.
That was.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. And this is I got to be on my toes here.
Yeah. I mean, you've never seen my show, I'm assuming.
Well, I've seen I've caught some bits and pieces, but
Oh, like when I
do,
post
wait,
clips?
yeah. Do you do this? Do you do this?
I
every
do it
show?
sometimes. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
I mean, I do it for people I really don't know. That's why,
Okay.
like, you and I, we're meeting, like, not officially for the first, getting to know each other
This
for
is
the
the
first
most extensive meeting we've had. Yes.
Yeah. It was just a quick little meeting we had
Yeah.
at Hollywood Improv. That's why I wanted to just fuck with you a little bit. I like fucking with people.
No, I
I
appreciate
just
it.
loved, like, seeing your face. You're just...
I was very unsure how to respond to that ordeal, but glad no one's gonna get killed by their.
Yeah, like, you guys did a
Dealer.
really good job by making it feel really, like, weird.
Yes, him especially, but no.
Yeah, no, he's super cool, bro. He literally goes to, like...
Yeah, no.
He's literally
no,
a fucking barber. We were trying to go with like a drug dealer vibe for him.
Okay.
Like the beanie on, all black and shit. I'm like car keys.
Yeah. Get on camera, bro. Get in front of the camera. I don't think we got a good shot of you, so we gotta like. All right, get in front of mine. Get in front of your fucking. Sit down on my chair and shit.
Man, fuck. I just left the phone here. Just take that shit out. I feel good to be in the spotlight again, man. All
There
the
you go.
weird shit, But anyways, bro, like, how does it feel being over here, man? Being back in LA.
Feels good. Feels good.
Fuck,
Yeah.
man, just a lot of vibes and shit. You know what I mean?
A lot of vibes. All the vibes.
Hey, but this Ukraine shit though, like real shit.
Yeah.
How are you feeling? It's like it's such a new topic, bro. It's sometimes a little sensitive.
Yeah,
How you
it's.
feeling about that?
I think I'm anti-invasion for sure.
Of course.
I'm definitely anti.
Yeah, I'm fucking with
I
that shit.
yeah. I hope they can. Wish they could have figured it out diplomatically. Generally an anti-war type of guy, but we'll hopefully things are okay.
Yeah, we could just always hope for the best. Hope things simmer down.
Yeah.
Not-
I just want to, Putin, if you're watching this, knock it off.
Yeah,
all right.
man. Like, who the fuck pissed
Stop.
me on Cheerios, man?
Yeah. Stop doing what you're doing and leave Ukraine alone. Now, hopefully, now that he saw that, he'll knock it off because
Of
I am a
course.
public figure.
Yeah.
I'm a very famous comedian and
Yeah. No, honestly, like,
entertainer, so he'll listen to me.
life's crazy, man. Like, it's just you never know.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. So you like comedy and shit.
I do. Yes, I'm a big fan. Trying to do some of it myself.
You do stand.
See where I do. Yeah.
That could be a little nerve wracking.
It can be. I've never done this venue though I'd like to. So there's some good shows here.
Have you ever choked?
Choked?
Yeah, like you were
Like on food or
nah,
or like
no, like you're like on like stand up and you're just,
oh just like blanked.
You blanked,
like
yeah, man.
oh yeah. No, I've done that.
like, fuck, man.
Yeah.
How did you recover?
Not well.
Oh,
Yeah, no, I just I
Did you,
started
like,
no, I
start
started
apologizing and shit.
kind of and then
Oh.
I started doing like it was at the Ice House in
Oh.
Pasadena pre-pandemic.
Oh, okay.
Completely blanked on material and then I started doing crowd work to try to like burn time and I was just so upset with myself that like it made it even worse because like I couldn't come up with anything funny and I was just being like I was just coming across as like super mean. Like I was doing like, hey, what do you do, man? He's like, oh, I'm an actor. I'm like, oh yeah, I bet that'll work out well for you. And everyone's like, oh, I'm like, oh, sorry, I didn't mean to like be that mean. Like I'm just forgetting my material and this is very stressful. Yeah, it wasn't a good time.
Man,
It's
fuck.
not, yeah.
I mean, shit, bro.
So
Hey, man,
Look
you're.
at you, bro, getting in the fucking podcast.
Man,
Yeah.
hey man, you let me in, but hey,
fucking
honestly,
awesome.
good luck to that shit, bro.
Thank you.
Good luck to that
I-
shit. I give props to people that could be in front of crowds and just have that free flow,
yeah, thank you. I try.
Hell yeah, I'm fucking back.
Yeah, back.
We're just switching hosts, bro.
Yes.
I'm switching hosts. Like, I'm trying to think of fucking switching hosts. What the fuck? Who switched hosts before in a show? Fuck. I'm trying to think.
I don't know.
Who's
but-
lost their spot in a show before?
Oh, Conan.
Conan.
He lost the Tonight Show.
Oh, I mean, well,
when
he
Jay
retired.
Leno
Oh,
came
Jay
back.
Leno.
No, he had it for like a day, and then Jay Leno was like, "No, I'm coming back."
Oh, okay.
And then they kicked him off.
Yeah, I was thinking like Carson Daly or something, but no one fucking watches that.
Yeah, I haven't seen that show, but
Yeah, hell no. So yeah, you have a very successful podcast.
it's,
Your twin brother Cole.
it's coming up. Yes, well, I'm Cole. Chris is my counterpart,
Yeah.
and as the character, what was I gonna say? Yeah, no. So I'm Cole. He's Chris, and we're the Two Woke Boys. We have a podcast that we do in character, where we call it, we're the only podcast dedicated to providing a voice to women and people of color, led by two straight white cis men.
Yeah.
So we are the voice for those communities, because we've taken upon ourselves to be their voice, because they don't have a voice, so we're their voice. And if they want to say anything, like, they better shut up and let us talk.
Yeah, because right now you just posted about Julia Fox, right?
Right. And how, like, there's that meme going on with her going like, uncut gems. I was Josh Safdie's muse when he wrote Uncut Gems. And then so Cole stitched it and said, like, look, it's not cool that people are making fun of her voice. That's very sexist and misogynist. And, like, she's out there and, like, she wants to be with a good guy, not like Kanye, who's just gonna, use her and dump her after 2 weeks to try to get back at Kim, right? She wants, like, a good guy who's gonna love her for her. She should be with Cole, the Two Woke Boys. And, like, he'll show her what true love is all about. But don't ask any of Cole's exes what their experience was, because they're just lying, and they're, like, they have an axe to grind. Don't ask them, but listen to Cole, and he'll be there for you, because he is the voice of women. So
Hell yeah, bro.
yeah,
I've listened to Two Woke Boys before, and it's such
pretty
a fucking,
crazy.
It's
Yeah.
such a funny fucking podcast. Like,
it's crazy.
fucking split personality.
Yeah.
Schizophrenia. Fucking,
Right, yeah. Cole's an interesting character. He is very much has some incel tendencies. He has a bit of an anger problem. But he's a great virtuous man, and he would be the first one to say that. So
Yeah, he's a very great guy.
Yeah.
Listen, there's one thing you do that I'm like really inspired by, and I really want to get into this year. Street interviews,
okay,
especially in fucking Hollywood Boulevard.
yeah.
So I've seen you do that a lot. Like one of my favorite videos of yours was like, "Oh, I just hit 20,000 followers on TikTok. I'm a big fucking deal now. What do you think about that?" type thing. And I like how you ran into the D's Nuts guy.
Right, Welvin de Great.
Yes, Welvin de Great. I actually ran into him recently too. I feel like a lot of comics run into him just.
I think
in
he
LA.
just hangs out every day on
at
Hollywood Boulevard.
Yeah, because I just saw him just walking, and I went up to him, and I was like, "Oh shit, you're the D's Nuts guy," and he just went up to me. He's like, "D's Nuts," and I was like, "Well."
Oh, you did the catchphrase.
He's been playing that record for quite a while.
Right, for about 8 years now.
8 years, yeah. Like about when Vine started, man.
Right.
I actually had a conversation with him. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, I did. I talked to he was there with like a couple friends. Did you talk to just him or the
No,
friends?
it was just him that day.
Oh, okay. Interesting. Well, yeah, I was talking to the friends a lot. I was like, yeah, so Welvin just comes out here, and he's like, yeah, he comes out here and like takes pictures and like charges people money to take pictures with him.
Oh, okay.
Which
he didn't
doesn't
charge me.
Yeah, okay, that's good. Well,
Did he charge you for the video?
No, he didn't charge me for the video, but it seemed to me like, not maybe the most efficient business. Charging people to take pictures with him. I told the friend, I was like, he should get on Cameo, and he didn't know what Cameo was. I was like, Cameo was literally made for people like Welvin de Great, one-hit wonders, and that he could charge like $75 to give like birthday messages to people and say D's nuts at the end.
Yeah. Like
I wanted to become his manager, so like get him on Cameo.
I feel like he could easily monetize D's Nuts with his like brand. Like he could like make merch or something.
For sure. And I feel like, he's just hanging out on Hollywood Boulevard. That's, yeah, not the most efficient way to do it, but I guess
I get ripped off there so much. I'm such a fucking pussy, man. Like whenever people come up to me, I'm like such a nice guy. Like I like having conversations. And they
Oh
always
no,
try
have you bought someone's mixtape?
Yes,
Oh,
I
no.
bought someone's CD because I felt so bad.
Oh no,
that's happened to me once before. I still have it at home. I'm not even gonna put that in there. I don't know what the fuck's in there. It could be some fucking weird murder shit.
Yeah. Oh man, you bought the mixtape. So, yeah, a guy did try to, or several tried to sell me their mixtape out there, and yeah, no, I was able to get away with not buying it, but.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just such a, like, I get stuck in those, they fucking loop you in the worst fucking ways.
Yeah, yeah.
Man. I remember one time, like, a guy, he, like, fell down, and he's like, man, I need help, and I went up, and I helped him out, and I was like, oh, man, are you good? He's like, yeah, man, I'm good. What's your name? I'm like, oh, my name's Arman, and we were just talking for a minute. Man, my back hurting. Oh, you won't buy my mixtape?
Oh my god, that's crazy.
Fuck, I get ripped
and
off.
You can't say no at that point.
Yeah, I'm like so deep in the conversation. I don't know how people maneuver their way out, because even when you try walking away, they're like,
they're shifty. Yeah, they'll
real
chase
shifty,
after you. Yeah,
and I don't know, they have like their whole fucking gang behind them too. I'm like, oh, dude, if I say no to buying this shitty fucking mixtape, I don't know what's gonna happen.
Yeah,
probably nothing's gonna happen, but it's just like it's fucking weird, man.
Don't tell me that you've been charged for pictures with like SpongeBob.
Oh
too.
no, I don't take pictures or anything or any dumb shit like that. But it's just like it's like Grand Theft Auto or like Red Dead Redemption. It's like a random event encounter that happens. So fucking weird, man.
Yeah, they are weird. Also, a guy did give me his mixtape after I like interviewed him for the video. He was like really happy he was like rapping for the camera. It was, he was getting his 15 seconds of fame. But then he gave me a signed copy of his CD. But then I realized when I got home, I don't even have anything to play a CD on anymore. I don't have like, I was like, I can't listen. Yeah. My car doesn't even have a CD insert. It's like, what am I supposed to do with this?
The only thing I have is probably like a PS5. I could probably put it in there, but
yeah, I don't have any like video game console. So yeah, I couldn't even like listen to it if I wanted to, but
yeah, I mean nowadays you could just airdrop someone like a fucking file or something.
Right. That would seem to be a better way of promoting your rap. SoundCloud link.
Yeah, SoundCloud, anything. There's so much easier. Like, yeah, I don't get what the point is of like, I guess now like they have like it's like what's the like barter trade? What's the word I'm looking for? Fucking, there's a transaction.
Yeah, a barter. Yeah. They like, give you your mixtape. You give them pay me, something else. Yeah.
If it was a SoundCloud link, it's just like, yeah, I'm not paying for a fucking link.
Right. So it makes it, like a physical good that they're giving you. Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
Yeah, but I gotta stop getting roped into that bullshit all the time.
Right. Next time I'm out there on Hollywood Boulevard, I'm gonna see you just like
you posted on your story that you needed like cameramen or some people to accompany you. I wanted to like go with you because this is something I've always wanted to do, like street interviews.
Yeah,
I always think it's so funny.
Yeah, no, well, you'd be a natural. You do the podcast. You're obviously good at interviewing people. You should. It's fun.
Yeah. Do you think I could accompany you one of these days?
Sure.
Just shadow you, just look at what you do and stuff.
Yeah. By all means, come on out. And actually, for me, doing street interviews, it's like because I'm a naturally pretty like introverted person. I'm not like super outgoing. And,
I feel like I am too.
Yeah. And so like I couldn't like walk up to someone and just start having a conversation. But if you put a camera on me and like I'm getting content out of it, I'll do anything.
Yeah. Anything for the views.
Right. So like it's this very freeing thing that allows me to like open up what I'm able to do and like say to people and just by putting a camera on me, which probably is not like a good thing about like that's probably not a good sign.
I mean, that's just how we're fucking rolling in this new age, man.
Yeah, I guess so.
A lot of introverts, like a lot of content creators, like a lot of top people that I know, they're introverts.
Yeah.
They really like cut the camera off right now. You and I would probably just be on our phones.
Well, I like to think we would still chat.
We chat. But
But with strangers, because I know you, but like with strangers, I'm not usually going to be the guy to like, oh, hey, what's up? Like, hey, I
just hit 20,000 followers on TikTok.
Right. Yeah, I wouldn't randomly tell people that unless there was a camera documenting.
That would be very random.
That would be random and very narcissistic.
But like in Hollywood Boulevard, anything goes.
Right.
Dude, I don't even go there that much. And like whenever I have friends and family coming over to LA, they're like, oh, we need to check out the Walk of Fame. I'm like, no, you fucking don't.
Right. I love how it's always so funny to see, like, when you're on the Walk of Fame, you see like the tourists coming from like, a different state or a different country who they have this grand idea of like, oh, Hollywood Boulevard, the stars, the Walk of Fame. And then they get there and it's like a guy, high out of his mind in a Spider-Man costume, charging you $20 to take a selfie. It's like, wow, this is underwhelming. Welcome to Hollywood. It's always very funny to see the disappointment on people's faces when they see that this really is not a very good tourist attraction after all.
Whenever like I'm in downtown LA or Hollywood Boulevard, I just love those like flocks of Asian tourists.
Oh yeah.
They come in with their phones out and they always see the most obscene shit, like a homeless guy just pissing everywhere and stuff, and they're like, welcome to Los Angeles, baby.
Right. Yeah, it can be a rude awakening for people.
From Minnesota to LA, was that a culture shock to you?
Not really, because I was in college in Boston, Emerson, which is right downtown Boston. So there was a lot going, it was big city life there. And then growing up, was in suburb of Minneapolis, but I would do a lot of things in Minneapolis, and the school I went to was in the downtown area, and so I was kind of used to like the big city life. So LA wasn't that too much of a difference for me.
Okay. Yeah. Awesome. Yeah. But there is like, even when you like, let's just say you go to the Comedy Store. Yeah. There's some personalities that come out that you won't see anywhere else in the world. You know?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Being able to like experience like the live comedy scene here for the first time or times was very like, that was like shocking in a good way. Like seeing all these like stars and names that I had only seen on TV and seeing them up close and personal was definitely cool.
Yeah, and you mentioned to my friend earlier that you've never been here before Third Wheel?
I've been here for a couple shows. I haven't performed here.
Oh, okay.
But, yeah.
Awesome. Yeah.
I've been here to observe a couple shows, but haven't performed.
Yeah. This place is great. I mean, like, it's a stand-up venue. Like, my job is to just take everything out or bring everything in for the podcast material. What we're doing right now. Yeah. That's what I do. I'm a podcast engineer here, and
so you work for the other podcasts too?
Yeah, I work for other people's podcasts. That's why I was like, we had like a bunch of clients come in, and I was just like, okay, I gotta fit Malcolm in here somewhere.
Oh, got it.
Yeah. So I just wanted to know what your availability was, and 6 o'clock, that was like pretty much perfect.
Got it. Okay, nice.
Yeah, I've seen some crazy people here, man.
Yeah.
Some
crazy podcasts?
Yeah, crazy podcasts. Yeah.
Okay.
Just earlier, I did one, and you know what? Fuck it. I'll just show you the video.
Please.
I'm sure they won't fucking. This was literally today, so I want you to tell me what they're doing.
Sure.
I just need you to tell me what the fuck they're doing. Where the fuck's the video? Okay, I got it. Okay, there you
go. Oh my god. What is that?
It's white people.
Were they like doing? I thought they were gonna do like the Lady and the Tramp kiss, like with the
fucking noodle?
The spaghetti. Yeah,
spaghetti noodle.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah.
What was that?
They were doing ayahuasca.
Oh, okay.
At one point, they got so high they stopped talking for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And I'm like, do you guys know what a podcast is?
Yeah. Is that is that like?
What's up? You're leaving? Okay.
Okay.
You got his weed sold?
Oh, right. I'm sorry. I'm a tough customer. Yeah. Next
Malcolm
time.
in his head was like, I should have never responded to that fucking DM with that motherfucker.
No. It's.
Thank you, Tony. Thank you for coming through. Thank
you for nice to meet you, man.
Scaring this Minnesotian.
Yeah.
What? Minnesotian?
Minnesotan.
Minnesotan.
Yeah.
There you go.
There it is.
Minnesota.
Or you're talking about ayahuasca. Is that like
legal?
Yeah.
I don't know.
What is that's like? Is that like a hallucinogen?
Yeah,
or?
hallucinogen,
Oh,
like
okay.
mushroom, like
Okay.
LSD. It's in that realm.
Oh, okay. Got it.
Yeah.
Got it.
It's not in the heroin meth realm. It's
Right.
in the trippy.
Right. Okay. Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah. Woodstock vibes.
Yeah. Woodstock vibes, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, working here is great. Like those are great people actually. Really lovely people.
Do they do drugs on every show?
Yeah,
or?
they do drugs on every show. Yeah.
Wow.
It's fair. It's like they try out different drugs and stuff. It's great.
Okay. What's the craziest one?
I think so far today was the craziest because they just fucking went mute. So.
Okay. Yeah.
At one point, I was like, should I do something?
Yeah. That's pretty wild. That's cool though.
Yeah. I mean, just working here, it's cool. So your day job, man, like, do you find it tough to like? I have this issue, like managing time with your podcast, with stand up, with your day job, with, fucking random Indian kids asking you to be on a podcast. I don't know, being with family, being with friends. Do you think it's all hard to manage?
Definitely. Yeah. It's always a struggle to be like efficient with time. And because it's like there's some days, I do the day job, I'm done at 6. Some days I'm just like, my instinct is like, I'm just done for the day. I just want to sit on the couch and like do nothing else. But then I have the other voice tell me like, no, like now it's go time, do the other stuff that you actually care about, your comedy, your writing, your acting stuff. Now's the time you go. And it can be tiring to like juggle both and manage both efficiently. But I try to always like not get sucked in too much into the day job because that I care zero about that. But it pays the bills. So at least, I mean, your day job working here at the podcast, that's like a cool, like creative. Yeah. But at least you're involved in like, a creative space. My job, it's a sales job. I do like medical device sales.
I did sales too, like last year.
Yeah. It's very, I actually, it's fine.
It's not horrible. Like
it pays the bills, but it does not, I am not passionate about medical device sales the way I am about my actual, comedy career.
Yeah. So that's something I was like, what's the word? As a podcaster, I gotta know the words, man. What's the word? Inner struggle, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, damn, I'm making money at my sales job and stuff. But, I don't really love it. I never felt like I belonged. Like, even when I was at work, I was constantly thinking about, like, oh, I need to do this podcast, or I need to hit up this mic and stuff. Right. So I wasn't even focusing. But, like, working here, it's like I'm hitting 2 birds with 1 stone. This is a stand-up comedy podcast venue. So I was like, dude, I need to get a job here. And I, like, really busted my ass to get it. So I was like,
yeah, that's great. Yeah. And are you like in school now too?
Yeah, okay. I am in school. That's the thing I have to juggle with too, is like I literally had class this morning.
Where are you in school?
I'm going to Santa Monica College.
Okay.
So the thing is, it's online.
Okay.
So like literally it was like a nice juxtaposition. It was like, so these people are doing ayahuasca on the podcast while I'm still in online school, just like taking down notes.
Yeah.
About like fucking psychology and shit. So
that's something once you've hit it big, years down the line, you'll remember the struggle and the, that's a story you'll remember for sure.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, I'm like, words cannot describe how jealous I am of someone like yourself who like you have like the comedy interests like in college. For me, like, it took until I was like, I didn't start stand up until I was like 25-ish. So you just have like all these extra years, which I am I wish I had my future path as like clear as, as young as you are, but
I mean, to me, it still doesn't feel clear. Like I'm still like, I still need to get a degree and stuff, because you went to college, you got a degree in Boston and stuff. It's just some things that I need to do. But I feel like being this young, I'm laying down the groundwork. Yeah. Like I'm making a lot of connections in the comedy industry.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't know like the LA comedy industry was so big. I mean, it's big, but it's like you just run into new people constantly.
Yeah. It is crazy how like just when you think you kind of have seen everyone, you'll see a new person at a mic who just like kills, and you're like, who is this? Like I've never seen this person before. So yeah, there's always like new people you see, and
there's different niches too. Like
oh yeah,
there's like alt comedy, and then
right,
the ones that you don't see at like slotted mics and stuff. I'm like, oh, what the fuck is going on here?
yeah,
It's like a whole different world. Yeah.
right, right. But yeah, it's awesome that you're like, you know, you're in it on the ground floor, and you know, you got a lot of years to like figure it out and build. So it's very impressive. Not to like,
thank you, man. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, not to like suck you off on your podcast here, but it is like cool. You're doing all this so young.
Yeah, that was more of a hand job.
Yeah. It was more, more classy. You know,
more classy. Yeah, hand job with some gloves on.
Right. Exactly. Yeah, it's COVID. You know, you got to be safe. So
yeah.
Yeah.
So, man, like, have you ever gotten like any hate from like Karens or whatever online through Two Woke Boys clips?
Oh yeah.
Please,
oh,
I need
indulge.
Indulge.
Yeah. So I will say first, I've not gotten nearly as much hate as my counterpart, Chris Columbus, played by Jeff Zenisek. I've not gotten as much hate as him because he posted the first clip of ours that went pretty viral, got a few million views on TikTok, of the one where we're talking about how like women should pay for dinner, and it's like this angry like incel rant.
Yeah.
But yeah, he was getting a lot of very angry comments, a lot of like bans on his account.
Oh wow.
Like, because all these like angry people would report him, and he kept getting banned over and over and over. Me, luckily, I haven't had as much of that, but one time, so after that video blew up of the pay for dinner thing on his account, I got a random DM from a girl once who like I didn't follow, she didn't follow me, I didn't know who it was.
No mutuals?
No mutuals. It was just a message that said, "Oh, so it's small then."
Oh.
And I was like, what is she talking about? And then I asked, like, it took me a while. I was like, what is this? And then I asked Jeff, I was like, hey, did you get a message from like Christina something, like saying, "Oh, so it's small"? He's like, yep, I got the same message. And so you had this angry lady who saw our satirical video on TikTok and then did the very rational thing of finding our personal accounts on Instagram and then messaged us to comment on the size or lack thererof of our penises.
Yeah, so she body shamed us.
Yeah, which is a very normal and level-headed thing for someone to do. Of course, yeah, and this is someone who says like, "Oh, I'm against body shaming," right?
And then continues to body shame.
Right, and saying that we have.
So what if my penis is half inch long?
Right. So what? You know.
So what?
Yeah. It doesn't make me
body positivity.
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
You tweet it out, but then we'll check the DM.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's on that same note, we would get a lot of comments on our Two Woke Boys stuff that said like, "Oh, so you guys are like sucking each other off like when the camera stops, right? Like bunch of like
that's
fairy
actually
boys."
What we're doing.
Right. That's besides the point. But yeah, no. So we would get these like homophobic comments like, "Oh, y'all a couple then, huh?" It's like whose side are you on? Like if you're trying to be like I'm a virtuous like good person who like respects all people, why are you making like these blatantly homophobic comments about us? It's like back to the schoolyard. They're like schoolyard bullies in like 6th grade, which is just so funny and hypocritical from people who are claiming to be coming from the side of like, "Oh, I'm a good person," you know? So yeah, there's been a lot of hate disproportionately on Jeff's side because he has the bigger TikTok following and has had more comments and views and messages and stuff. But I did my most recent post as Cole on TikTok that kind of blew up, got a couple million views, where it was like, "Tell me you're a male feminist without telling me you're a male feminist." It was basically this incel rant of my character Cole like making a move on this girl and her rejecting him and then him freaking out and say like, "You're not even that hot anyway," that type of thing. And I got the vast majority of the comments were like very positive from women saying like, "This is so spot on, this is so accurate." Like I had a guy who did exactly this, like verbatim. And it's like, wow, okay, maybe people do understand satire after all. It's like very refreshing after getting a lot of hate on previous videos. This one seem to have struck a chord with people. So yeah, we're getting there, and you're bound to get hate with like doing satirical stuff that people don't always get, but yeah, people do seem to like it, so we're gonna keep doing it.
Yeah, like I really hope you don't get recognized on Hollywood Boulevard as Cole.
Right. Yeah, if a girl ever recognizes me as Cole, that's bad, because she's probably, as many girls commented on that video, is like, this triggered my fight or flight. They said, because they had like exes that acted like, or
like the nice guy thing.
The nice guy. Yeah.
That routine.
Right. The nice guy of
I think with like rejections from women, you just gotta take it in the face and move on.
Yeah.
I think that's the best course of action.
Yeah, you don't want to be a Kanye. You don't want to start just like
go
making
find a
memes.
Julia Fox.
Making memes. Well, the Julia. I mean, that's actually respect. That is
Getting
the
a
way
rebound?
you. Yeah, the rebound. That's a respectable way to go about it. Sure. But the threats and the memes of the screenshots of the text with Kim, like whoa, like that's, and the threats, like he's making pretty like blatant threats and insinuating some stuff. It's like, okay, you're like a 40-something-year-old man,
with family, kids, mansion,
like a billionaire.
Fuck,
yeah. Why are you acting like a 16-year-old?
That's what
kid?
happens when he doesn't get what he wants after.
I guess he's used to being told yes by everyone. But yeah, don't be a Kanye. Like you said, just take it and move on. And I mean, I wouldn't know what it's like to be rejected by a girl. I've never been rejected by any girl.
Wow. Okay.
I'm
buff as shit. Dude.
Well, yeah, I've
seen this guy on Instagram. He's fucking.
No, I just have
the rock down there. He's covering it up with a hoodie. But
right.
He's fucking
I've had nothing but success with the ladies my whole life. They've always loved me, and I've never been rejected over and over and over. So I wouldn't know what to say, But theoretically, if I were to get rejected, the right thing to do would be to move on and just tell them to have a nice day.
Have a nice day, yeah. That is the best course of action.
Yes, yes.
Like, man, like Kanye in general, like, I want to know where it all went wrong. Like things were going great for a while. I think it was maybe after Donda's passing. Yeah,
when did that happen? That happened
pretty recently, right?
Was it? I feel like that was
a couple years ago. Hey, producer, can we get a fact check on that?
Right.
When did
I
Donda
feel like
pass
that
away?
was long. I want to say that was about
November 10th, 2007.
Okay, yeah.
Oh,
so
wow, never mind.
So that was pre-Kim, yeah. It was pre-Kim. Well, the thing was, like, when he and Kim got married, people were like, oh, I give it a week, But then they end up lasting, a decade or something. So, yeah.
2014-ish, something like that.
Yeah. So they made it longer than people thought, but he keeps saying like that he like, oh, I made mistakes, but like I've changed. So like so I don't know what he was doing.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's sad and a little pathetic to see this play out in the public eye, like especially with what he's doing. Like it's pretty cringy.
Have you seen the Genius documentary?
Oh no, I do want to see that. I was just talking to a friend about that today, and he was like, it's like really inspirational.
Yeah. It's really good, and
yeah, I don't mean to like. I respect Kanye.
I respect him so much.
Yeah, as
but
he's
that's
a
the thing,
genius with music.
With just watching that Netflix documentary, like I was like, damn, the guy I'm watching right now is not the same guy on Instagram.
Right.
Now.
Yeah, he's kind of lost.
Something had to have gone wrong, and if it wasn't Donda's death, I'm trying to think what could have like.
I mean, at a certain point, like, and this happens with a lot of famous people, they just lose touch completely.
Oh, for sure. Like the family he was in that he married into is a fucking insane family.
The craziest family ever. So yeah.
I mean, dude, I'd lose my shit too if my dad turned into a woman too, man. It'd be jarring. Not that I'm against it, it'd just be jarring as hell.
It would be a unique experience for sure. But yeah, fame just obviously like changes people, and people lose touch, and like you have these like with the I'm all over the place here, but I was thinking like with when COVID first started, and like you had these celebrities coming out and like the Imagine video with like,
Gal Gadot.
yeah, and all those celebrities like we're here, like look, we're celebrities, we're here to save you. It's like,
how is that gonna help?
Yeah, what are you doing? And like,
it'd be funnier if they did it right now. To like if they sent it to Ukraine.
Yeah, well, there was. Oh my God, there was this post today I saw on Twitter, even worse than the Imagine video. It was this video of this like actress. I never heard of her. Blue check mark though, apparently famous. She's like, Mr. Putin, I got a message for you. If I was your mom, I would have loved you so much, and I would have not allowed you to become the man you were. And it was like a poem, and it was like rhyming.
I'm imagining Laura Dern.
It wasn't her, but it was that kind of vibe. Yeah. And it was crazy. And just every like clockwork, you can just count on it. Every time there's like a tragedy or calamity in the world, celebrities will come out with a video that just accomplishes absolutely nothing. And it just shows that when people get famous, they lose touch. Not everyone, but most people, I feel like. And so yeah, why was I talking? Oh yeah, so Kanye, I feel like, yeah, being in the Kardashian family, just all the fame, being told yes by everyone, being like a billionaire at some point, yeah, it like got to his head.
I'm gonna pull a clip for you. So yeah, I'm gonna to ask you a question. You just keep talking. So
sure,
fucking, making Malcolm, like I know I touched upon it earlier, but do you think like is there a third episode? Is there a continuation? Is that gonna be coming out soon?
If it does, it would be soon. Yeah, hopefully within like next few months or something. I do have it pretty much written, and it would kind of tie things together and put a bow on the series and then kind of move on to other things. I've kind of accepted that it's not going to be the thing that it's not going to be like my thing that like launches me, because it's not. I feel like I have more unique ideas than Making Malcolm, because Making Malcolm's about an actor trying to make it in LA. It's a bit played out.
Yeah.
So like the thing I'm more kind of into right now and more on the priority list are I want to do a pilot with the Two Woke Boys.
Ooh, okay.
And
that
we want,
sounds
yeah,
like
we
it'd be
want to
good.
do like a spec pilot because we think these characters could have a TV show, because there's a lot of potential for like those characters, especially in like this climate, so that's something. Also, I've been working with a couple friends on we want to do a feature film this summer, like a high school parody movie. I don't know if you've ever seen like any of the TikToks I posted with that.
Yeah.
But it's
like, hey man, like you're the one side character.
With the side character gets introduced.
Man, he's like introducing himself.
Right, and just laying out the exposition and like, hey man, I hope like when we go to that party later, you're not gonna have that moment that changes your life and gets you kicked off the team for the big game, and like, because that's how all those high school movies are.
Super bad.
And so we did a few videos like that, and they all got a lot of love on TikTok and the internet. So like, we should make this into a feature film.
Yeah, like I think you do have like you've hit gold with the Cole and Chris like Rogue Boys. It's something we kind of need right now.
Yeah.
Especially when like everyone's so soft and shit. It's nice to see it in a different perspective. So even Karens are like, oh shit, I'm being unreasonable.
Yeah, and the thing I like about what the Two Woke Boys have been able to do, what I've seen in like the fandom, is that it gets people are fans of us kind of across the political spectrum.
Yeah.
Like I've seen, so of course we have a lot of love from like hardcore right-wing people who hate woke people who we're making fun of, but also a lot of like very left-wing people love it too, because they see those people in their circles who are trying to like hijack their message and like ruin things for like reasonable liberals.
Yeah.
By just taking it so far. And then so like those people love it too. So it's been cool kind of seeing that there's this kind of broad spectrum of people who like not to I sound so narcissistic talking up my podcast, but
no, you're good, man. It is a great podcast.
Yeah, well,
fucking
thank
guys, watch Two Woke Boys on
Yes.
Apple Podcasts.
Yes, thank
fucking
you.
everywhere I've listened to. It's a great podcast.
I appreciate that. But
Where do
yeah,
you guys record it?
we recorded at Jeff's house. He has like
you have a nice setup.
Yeah, he's like so committed to it. It's crazy. He like moved from a 1-bedroom apartment to a 2-bedroom to like make one room a full-time studio.
Fuck yeah.
For the podcast. So he Jeff is he's the real star of he makes it happen. He makes the Two Woke Boys happen. I'm just along for the ride, but yeah, Jeff is great. Also very funny comedian. You should check him out. Jeff Senesek. He's big on TikTok too, and very funny guy. He's someone who will be like, his time will be coming very soon to like get the recognition he deserves, because he's deserved it for a long time. It's very funny.
That's amazing,
stand-up.
man.
Yeah.
So the clip we were talking about.
Oh yeah,
Kanye
I'm sorry. Yeah.
and his yes man thing.
Yes.
I think the best epitome of that is I just want you to tell me what Kanye says.
Sure.
Just please tell me what he says. You can.
Sure. Yeah, it was unintelligible.
Like, he says that, and everyone is just like, ah!
Right.
That's what kind of fucks him up.
Yes.
No one. What the fuck did he just say? And like the whole crowd's like, "Oh yeah, great job, Kanye. This is some good stuff there, Kanye. Speaking my truth, Kanye."
Yeah, exactly. And yeah, that is. I mean, that kind of encompasses things, because like what I've get like the clips I've seen from the documentary. I need to see the whole thing, but like basically, like everyone has told Kanye like no throughout his life, like.
Oh, yeah.
Right, like when he was a producer, they said like, "Oh, you'll never become a rapper."
And then you're just under Jay-Z. Or just
right,
whatever.
and then he's like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna become the best rapper," and then he did, and then it's like, "Oh, you're never gonna become a fashion designer," and he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna become like a great fashion designer," and then he did and became like a billionaire. So like, yeah, I feel like his success has been driven by people telling him he couldn't do something right. So now when you have all these people being yes men and saying like, "Oh, you're the best, you're the greatest, you're the most talented," it kind of messed him up.
Yeah,
I mean, that's where this
getting rejected all the time. It's a great motivator.
It is.
If everyone didn't get rejected all the time, fucking gym memberships would close down.
Right, exactly.
Fuck it, like I'll put on 30 pounds, like yeah.
Right, and God, yeah, Rejection. It's with like the acting stuff I'm pursuing. Oh my God, the Rejection is crazy. But I just have to keep reminding myself, like, it only, as Lady Gaga once said, you just need one person in the room to believe. 99 people can tell you no, but one person can tell you yes. But it's true. Like it's like, in our business, like entertainment, it's just all rejection until you get that hit, and it'll come if you keep working. And for you, certainly you've got all the years. Like I said, for me, time's running out. But
I wouldn't even say that.
Things will. I'm optimistic that things will
find its way, work itself out. Yeah, man. Like, who knows? You could be like the #1 porn star like a couple years from now.
I could always fall back on that. Although, I mean, maybe not. I don't really have the anatomical gifts to maybe work in that field, if you know what I'm saying. I could use a strap on, and
there's a lot of kinky shit out there.
Yeah, I could get creative.
You could find your niche.
Yeah.
Two woke cocks.
Right. I wanted to ask you. So I've never seen you do stand up yet.
Yeah.
Do you perform around like?
I honestly do a lot of open mics, and I do like a lot of slotted stuff. I don't go on a lot of shows because I don't know, for some reason a part of me is not comfortable doing that yet.
Yeah.
I just want to get really refined and polished until I get on. Like, people always ask me, like Nick Linsmeyer asked me, like, "Oh, do you want to be on my show?" Or this person, "Do you want to be on my show?"
Yeah, he has a good show.
Yeah, a really good show with Ryan, the Cable Viewer. But I always have to say no because I'm like, damn, like, I'm not at my potential yet. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I respect your wanting to, like, holding yourself to a high standard.
Yeah. It's
and
like losing my stand-up virginity.
Right.
I might lose it to Dalia or something.
Right. Yeah. Well, I mean, you're in his age demographic.
Yeah, I'm in his demographic.
Yeah, you're still a teenager, right? So like, yeah, you're right there in his wheelhouse. Who are your? Do you have any like stand-up?
Like people I look up to,
inspirations.
Fahim Anwar always.
Oh, he's great.
He's a fucking amazing comic and podcaster. I'll look up to him in a lot of ways. I've met him a couple times. Such a cool guy. Have you ever met Fahim?
I haven't met him, but I've seen him several times, and yeah, he's a genius.
Dude, like whenever comics go after him, I'm like, dude, you're just not as. It's just a different feeling when you see Fahim, bro. Like I don't know how to explain it. Like whenever I see him, I'm like, I could have fucking thought of that. Like that thoughts cross my mind. I just don't know. I don't have the skills or the wordsmanship to put it up on.
Yeah, he's in the category of comedians that makes me angry when I see him, because I'm like, God damn it, that's so funny.
I could have thought of that too.
Yeah, right. As like I could have thought of that. I should have thought of it. But he did, because he's smarter than me, and I hate him for that. But
he just has that comedic eye of just seeing things going on in the news. He just knows how to make it. That's what makes a comic, man.
Yeah, he's really good, and he's one of my favorites I've seen out here for sure. Well, it's a great inspiration to have. Do you have the physicality that do you have the dance moves that
No, I don't. I sadly don't, but yeah, Dance Hour, that's his podcast, really great. That's what really inspired me to do my own podcast. He's just a really funny guy. Just hearing him talk, I'm just like, fuck, I just need half of his skills and I'd be set, man.
Yeah, he's really good, but yeah, you got all the time in the world.
What are some of your favorite comics?
The comic that I've kind of really liked the most recently and has been like the biggest inspiration as far as like the way I write jokes and stuff has been Phil Hanley. Have you seen him?
I've heard of him.
Yeah, he's a New York comic, super funny. I think he has a special coming out. He like self-produced a special that he's going to drop on YouTube soon. Like a couple other of my favorite comics did, Sam Morrill and Mark Normand.
Oh yeah, those are two guys I've seen,
Yeah, those guys are killers and also like big inspirations. But yeah, Phil Hanley for me, like he's like the number one guy that I kind of look up to right now, because I love the way he writes jokes, his like demeanor on stage. He's very like he never really breaks a smile. He's like very, very kind of stoic and kind of deadpan. And
that deadpan humor is something I've been trying to get, man. Like Anthony Jeselnik vibe.
Yeah. No, I love that. And I've been, because a pet peeve of mine, more like recent, and now it's become like a full-on allergy of mine, is like when comics like laugh too much at their own jokes. And when they like, and like a little bit is fine. Like when you can tell when someone's like actually laughing versus when it's like put on, and when I see so many comics out here, they spend more time like laughing than actually like telling the jokes. And it's like, all right, enough, we get it, like let's hear a joke.
Giggly Valley Girls.
Yeah, you spent the whole set laughing. Now let's get to the material. So that, like, seeing someone like Phil Hanley who never does that, and when he does, like when he does, it is like a character. Like he starts to, like you can see him kind of start to break, but then he'll rein it in.
Yeah, and
like I love that, and that's something I'm trying to kind of adopt into my own act. Like not really. Yeah, just like staying very stoic, because I feel like that is kind of true to myself too, because I'm pretty like that's my vibe. I mean, I like to laugh, but I also like to be very serious sometimes too. So,
yeah. I mean, it's tough, man. It's tough finding your groove, finding your style. I still feel like I'm trying to do it,
Oh yeah, no, and I'm still like, it's still part of the process for me too, like finding my voice. That's the whole battle, right? But yeah, I feel like I
feel like that's a Kelly Clarkson lyric or something.
It probably is, but yeah, like finding your style in comedy and kind of sticking with it is a battle. But I feel like that kind of vibe that he does really like rings true to me, and so yeah, it's something I feel pretty. I'm becoming more and more comfortable in now. So, we'll see what happens.
Hell yeah. I wanted to ask you about like YouTube, man. That's something I've been trying to put in like a lot more focus and effort into.
Yeah.
Fucking like putting like I'm putting more editing and more effort into my video podcast that I put up.
Yeah.
And I checked out your channel. You had like 500 subscribers.
Yeah, I think you were my 500th subscriber, right?
I pushed you over the edge.
Yeah,
to
thank
500.
you for that, by the way.
Yeah, I got you, man. And I'm like recently got into like the 250s. See,
okay.
I wholeheartedly believe that like getting 1,000 subscribers on YouTube is so fucking hard. Like it's like not even close to like Instagram or like fucking, whatever.
It's way harder than the other platforms. Yeah.
Even the conversion rate, like fucking, if you have like 20,000 Instagram followers, going to YouTube is just so tough, man.
Oh yeah. Yeah. YouTube is, and obviously I've not figured it out.
But you're halfway there.
500. Though. Yeah. But yeah, to me, I've been like, I guess focusing more on TikTok because I have like 30,000 on there and have had much more success than I ever had on YouTube. But it would be nice to have like a successful YouTube channel, and YouTube I think still is the best for like monetizing.
Oh yeah, monetization. Right? I mean, with your TikTok following, have you been in like the monetization program or something like?
I am in like the creator fund or whatever. Yeah, I think I've made like $200 total of like for 2 years of being on TikTok.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Yeah, but yeah, I know it's like an exponential game, right? It's like it's going to take a lot longer, or it's going to be a lot quicker for me to get like to like 100,000 followers than it was for me to get to like 0 to 30,000.
Yeah.
It's a parabolic thing.
Like I feel like whenever I find a creator on YouTube or TikTok or whatever, like once I find that person, I start binging it, and then like a lot of people, then it's like you said, exponential. Once it hits, that's when like that roller coaster starts,
Yeah. Do you have any like YouTubers or like social media people that you admire, like
admire easily, like Mr. Beast? Like I don't know.
He's
that guy. Holy fuck, he's like early 20s, probably only 20. And if you watch his older videos from just like a couple years ago, it's just him in his room and like a webcam. And then you watch it now, you're just like, what the fuck happened?
Yeah.
And it's just like, that's the craziest growth I've ever seen in like YouTube history, to be honest. Like he's almost number 1. I think he's like number 2 or 3 right now. But that's just crazy, man. He's one of the greatest creators on the platform. What he did was fucking amazing,
Yeah, he's very talented guy, and a lot of YouTubers I generally can't stand like the typical like
Logan
YouTuber.
Paul?
Yeah. He's the Pauls are a little annoying.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, Mr. Beast is obviously like very talented and like a visionary for the platform, and it just shows what can happen with like exponential growth. So yeah, he's cool.
Yeah, so my producer just gave me the 5-minute thing.
Gotcha.
You gotta keep that optimal viewing hour.
Oh yeah,
because like sometimes my podcasts run to like 2 hours and 30 minutes. I'm like, not a lot of people are gonna listen.
Right.
To this. Oh yeah. Okay. Well, I'm gonna have to edit that down, but it's all good.
Not the Joe Rogan 4-hour thing.
Post Malone
quite yet.
Yeah. Not there yet. Don't have that big of a following. One day, man. Hopefully.
Yes,
you and I,
one day.
2 woke boys.
It'll happen. Yes.
If you want to, the camera's on you, the screen's on you. If you want to plug your stuff.
Yes, follow the 2 Woke Boys podcast on all platforms. Check it out. I think you'll like it. And then Malcolm Kelner on all social media too. And I post all my videos and sketches and stand up, and check it out, and check out Arman. I mean, obviously you're watching Arman stuff, you're watching his podcast, but yes, I'm excited to see you do stand up, because obviously you have like such a good foundation with like, you obviously get comedy, and like you're knowledgeable about like I'm sure that's going to translate, or already has and will continue to translate into like a great stand-up act, and so I'm excited to.
Thank you so
see you
much, man.
perform.
That
Yeah.
means a lot to me, man. I'm just taking notes. I'm just watching people before I turn 21. I'm just taking in all the info, and once that happens, man, my comedy virginity is for the taking.
Right, and no more fake IDs to
No
get
more,
into the clubs.
Yeah, no more
anymore.
slotted. Oh, well, there will be slotted probably, but you know.
Oh yeah, no, there will be there. No, I mean they're not.
That don't stop.
Yeah, they don't have to.
Slotteds don't stop.
Yeah, I mean, I hate them, but it's kind of a necessary evil.
Yeah, I mean, Third Wheel doesn't do slotty. You come in here midnight for free.
Oh,
Dog.
true.
Yeah. Come through, man.
Yeah.
I don't because I have school, but
Yeah, no.
parents.
Yeah. No, I should try. I've heard their late night mic is fun. So.
Yeah. But yeah, thank you so much for coming, Malcolm. I know it was like I rushed you in. I was being weird.
No, I was late.
We'll pull a little prank on you. Man, your face was fucking priceless.
No, I God, that's gonna be so embarrassing when that.
You got caught in fucking 4K, man.
Right. Yeah. 8K combined.
8K.
Yeah, that's gonna be interesting.
Yeah, you look real woke there.
Oh yeah.
Awaken boys.
You're right. That's right. That's right.
Thank you guys for listening. This was fucking Malcolm Kelner, fucking up and coming comedian. Watch Two Woke Boys. Fucking amazing shit. And yeah. He just hit 20,000 followers on TikTok.
Yeah, 30 now.
30.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you, man. Peace. Hell yeah.